What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to make a squirrel feeder. We're gonna get a little squirrely today. I have already been squirrely. I'm sitting here for a while figuring out this design. Finally, I think I came up with something that'll work good. We're gonna put this one up outside our window so we can see the squirrels from the TV room. So I got a mill. I'm gonna mill this rough sawn cedar so it's smooth. So I want my cedar smooth, you know. I did some rough drawings and then I sat here and stared at stuff for like an hour. Like that's what I usually do. I'll just show you quickly my design process because I had a rough idea in mind and then I looked at it, thought about it, and then I think I came up with a good idea to make it differently. So I'm gonna show you really quick and then we'll go ahead and make it. All right, guys, here we are at the whiteboard. Okay, I did some rough drawings, you know. This is kind of cool. It's like a pavilion looking thing, kind of. I'm gonna do, so half of the bottom is, one of them's for corn, and then the other spot is gonna be for like a box. I'm gonna do like a box or something for seed or some kind of food. So this is what I kind of came up with, this idea, something like this, and then the back, and then a roof. But then as I was over there looking at it, playing with the boards, I thought maybe I should do a thinner board, be like 3.5, because this would go up against a fence post. This could screw to a fence post, and then the bottom board will come off of that, and also the pavilion roof will just cover it. But basically that way the squirrel has an entry, a way to come in from like a fence, or in this case we have a post. We're going to use a post, but this would also work on a fence post, 3.5. Now if you have a vinyl fence, you could make it a little bigger, because that vinyl fence I think measures like around 5 inches. But either way, because also I might notch this roof so that it kind of overlaps. That way it covers this for the rain. So that's just a really rough idea. But yeah, so first I started with a solid backboard, and then I changed it. So I think that'll work pretty good. So very rough idea. Okay, I'm gonna cut a couple boards at 3.5. All right, 3.5 inches, and that's gonna be the main backboard. Our whole structure is gonna be built off this one board. So I'm gonna cut a couple of those. Okay, I got my little battery chop saw. Just make it easy just to cut pieces right here. So not exactly sure the height I want. I think I'm going to leave a few inches at the bottom because I'm going to put like a triangle glue block down there I want to make sure everything's supported. And so let's say about 3 inches down there, and then at least like a foot. You got to figure you just want a little bit of room for the corn, and then the roof will come in here, and then maybe we'll leave another 3 inches up here. So just kind of winging it right now, and we'll see how it looks, and then we can make adjustments later if needed. But get a pencil. Here's one. Now we got the bottom board, which I'm going to use this one to start, and then this should be good. I'm going to try to keep as much length as possible. So just trim this up. So this is somewhere 17 1/4. Anything close, I think. So my idea here, instead of cutting a notch out here, I originally thought, you could cut a notch out and everything, but instead of cutting it, I'm going to do like kind of like additive. It's called additive construction. I'm going to put this. I'm just going to center this board. And then I'm going to add like some 1.5 inch blocks and glue this on, and that way it'll give it that side to side. It'll add strength to that, and it'll also flush up this back. I need to cut some 3/4 stock that is about 1 3/8 inches. 1 3/8. I also want to cut this just to make sure this is parallel. Okay, so this should be square now. Find the center. This saw is nice and handy for this, just really quickly cutting little. Okay. Alrighty. Well, I've been sitting here for quite some time, deliberating, thinking about this as usual. So I tend to do this lately. So it takes a lot more thinking and twice the amount of time probably, but you usually end up with a pretty good result. But anyway, I was looking at this and I'm like, well, this is kind of strong now, but it kind of needs something under here. So I'm adding a board here, and then these support. These will kind of act like shelf brackets, you know, just as extra stability. So I'm doing that, and then the next part is the roof, which I was trying to figure that out too. And I think I'm gonna do it like a little mini stick frame thing. Anyway, that's gonna be the next one. But right now I've got this one, so I'm gonna go ahead and attach this stuff, and then I probably should add a taper to this too, because it would probably look better. So we'll do that right now. I'm definitely just totally winging this thing. So I made this quick roof structure thing, about 12.5 degree, whatever slope that is. It's not much, but totally designing on the fly here. But I think it's gonna be all right. It's gonna look cool. So attach this, and then up here I'm gonna run this roofing or the shingles past here, because I also want this overhang up here, and that way it's just kind of to shield it from the water as much as possible. And then this is just going to be like the corn area, and then I might do like a box here. I might end these end caps. So it's taking way too long already. Overthinking it, so I need to just do something, throw it together. It's crazy, but that's how it's going. Okay, I was thinking about the posts, but I don't like the way they look, so changing that to just fitting a board in here, similar to the bottom, and that's going to add the kind of like a shelf bracket again. That's going to add the strength. So I just need this is 22.5. I need to increase this angle just a little bit and make a longer piece, and then I'll mark. If I get it long, then I'll mark in here and just cut something that fits. So okay, so I don't know if you're not really gonna see that. I could go with a wider board. That would go, or actually could drop this down. This board's just a hair short. If you look from down here, it would just be like jutted out, which does not really affect much. It's a good thing I left the height, because you got to have room to put the corn in here. Okay, I found some more pieces of wood. So to find this angle, I'm going in this outside corner here, and then I'm just setting this somewhere close, and then I put another board in, you know, that's just to find the angle where I want. So it's less than 45. It's going to be somewhat in the center of this board. So mark that. And then I'll cut that first, and then I'll find this, double check this outside corner, which is right here. So that's how I'm finding that angle. Oops. Oh dear. Oh dearie. Oh boy. Here we go. Okay. This end grain is really eating up a lot of glue on this cedar. Those nails are not sinking all the way, but should be fine. Just for the yard, right? Not fine furniture. We're not making cabinets here. Anyway, once that's on there, now look at it. Oh yeah. So that's gonna add all that rigidity to the roof. That's about it. And I could add a couple of nails from the back, just for the heck of it. Lots of glue, lots of nails. That's what they used to always say about me. Oh, I like glue and nails. Okay, there. That's looking cool now. No, it was like kind of crazy getting there, but you know, the end product's pretty cool, right? So now, all you gotta do is put a few more things and the roof on. Gotta raise the roof. I raised the roof. I gotta put the shingles on. The roofing. And that'll be cool. So, do that next. People of the internet, welcome to day 2 of Squirrel feeder project. I'm trying to figure out the roof situation on this thing. I'm not quite sure. This maybe will work. It's got enough. Might have enough. It's got enough slope. Running pieces this way and putting like a batten board in the middle. A little undecided on that still. So anyway, so yesterday it's like it takes a whole lot of overthinking, almost just thinking so much, it just your brain hurts. It's harder to design on the fly, okay? But I think, you know, it's rough, but you end up with good you end up getting new ideas along the way, changing things, redesigning. So you know, like you could just call this a prototype. It's a little bit rough. So what I'm going to do today is try to finish this one out, and then I've got some materials for, I think I can put another one together quickly and just see, maybe we'll make a few changes to it. I do like this this roof system. You know, like this is, it's nice and strong this way. Once this gets screwed to a post, it will be good, but it does have some flex, like it twists this way, which is similar to a table build I've seen, you might have seen if you're into woodworking. So like this could shake in the wind a little. So when I mount it, I'll put 2 screws just to prevent that from bobbling back and forth. But it's plenty, you know, strong this way. So, and then this, you know, this was like I started out with just putting this board here and then realized that, you know, you want it strong. So I kind of like this, you know, 45-degree projected, you know, they're kind of like shelf brackets basically, because, you know, they push down and they would counter, oops, not even looking here. They would counter, and it's all glued, so strong. And then this is similar, so it's pretty, you know, pretty cool. I just got to figure out the roof on this. I'm gonna put some side pieces here, make a box, and then I got to put somewhere right in the center. I'm gonna go all the way through this and put a nail here for the corn cobs. So it's just barely enough room. I should have make sure this is tall enough. So, but that's it. Still pretty cool, but it was a little bit rough figuring it out. So, but like I said, it's good because next time I would, you know, I'll learn from these things and incorporate some of this next time, or maybe make changes. Now, one thing was if you could make this like different if you were mounting it just on top of a post, or if you wanted it just to sit on something, so then you could do it a little different. This is kind of designed to be mounted to a post. So my nail gun wasn't set. It was set wrong, so I had all these raised nails. I might set some of those. But anyway, I gotta finish this thing and maybe do a version 2 quickly, and then be done. Okay, after much thought and deliberation, I decided just to go with these. You know, it's like similar to birdhouse. This doesn't have to be perfect and everything, but this seems to look good. It's got about a 2-inch overhang. You know, the scale looks right. I tried these bigger shingles, and it just looked way too big. You know, the scale was off. It just didn't look good. Maybe if I did a bunch of small pieces like shingles, maybe I'll try that on the next one. But for this one, I'm just doing this. It's gonna have a bit of a gap here, but that's okay. So I got a spacer side to side, and it's about a little less than 1/2 inch. So just start nailing these on. Okay, I wanted a little overhang on the back, trying to keep the rain out as much as possible, but it looked crazy. So I just went with like that 1/2 inch overhang. So hopefully that's it. Now I'll just nail this on. Not too many nails in this, but I got like a double up here, so put one in here. Yep. No matter what, if you're not careful, you blow it out. Good Lord. Okay, that's good enough for the squirrel house, I think. Well, here's the completed version 1. I like this jutted out kind of structural thing here. It leaves everything open, and then got the little seed box here, which I was worried there wasn't enough room, and I think it's okay. I don't know. I left the front board open so you could change it, and then these shingles aren't the greatest, but you know, it'll keep the rain off, and it's just it's okay. But next time maybe I'll do a whole bunch of little shingles. So I might make a version 2. This is version 1. I'm gonna go hang it up and see how it looks, and see if the squirrels like it, and we'll do the call. You gotta call the squirrels when you're out there. You feed them and you go like that. The call the squirrels. So let's go hang it up. It could also be painted too. Come here, bud. Come here. Yeah. Oh, dropped one. Here you go. Here. Eat that. Oh, he's still a little scared. Well, there it is. Built this doghouse years ago also. Big roof. And got roof venting and a weather vane. So this thing is probably many years old. Let's see if we